What is up, guys? Give me 1 second. Oh man, it's probably the moth again. You have something. Smug Gideon, I know. I have something you want. Anyways, just let me do a review on it really quick for my people, and I'll think about giving it back to you if I don't like it. In the meantime, why don't you subscribe to my channel, Star Wars: The Force Unboxed? That'd be greatly appreciated. Might see you later, might not. Okay, let's try this again. What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Miles Bensol, and today we are reviewing the Legacy Series Darksaber from Galaxy's Edge. Let's get this thing unboxed. Okay, so this is a very unique and very long package compared to the other Legacy lightsabers. This box is 32 inches in length, which is over twice the size of a regular Legacy lightsaber hilt box. So the reason for this is because this is the first time ever Disney is including the blade, a display stand, alongside the hilt, all in one package. One thing that came as a surprise to me is that this box is completely made out of cardboard. In comparison, the other Legacy lightsaber hilt box are made of a hard plastic material. In my opinion, though, I think they did a really good job emulating the design of the Legacy lightsaber hilt box using screen printed graphics directly on the cardboard. Okay, so moving on to the front of the box here, we have a logo. It is a metallic silver with black. And for those of you casual Star Wars fans, you may be asking yourself the question, what is this logo? What does it represent? Maybe even, what is the Darksaber? Don't worry, I am here to help. The logo on the front of the box belongs to Clan Vizsla, the clan of the first ever Mandalorian Jedi and creator of the Darksaber, Tar Vizsla, almost 3,000 years before the Battle of Yavin, or in English, the destruction of the first Death Star. The one-of-a-kind weapon had remained in possession of House Vizsla all the way up to the Clone Wars, where Pre Vizsla had lost it and his life in ritual combat to Darth Maul. After that, the saber changed hands a lot, from Maul to Sabine Wren to Bo-Katan, Moff Gideon, and now the Mandalorian Din Djarin. The weapon is seen as a symbol of power uniting all of Mandalore, and whoever holds a sword is seen as Mandalore's rightful ruler. Okay, so now that history class is over, let's get this thing opened up and check out what's inside. The box opens up chest style just like the other Legacy lightsabers, but instead of having a locking mechanism to keep it closed, it has magnets on the lid, which does its job just as well. So inside the box, we have our display stand base, our Legacy lightsaber hilt, and we have the acrylic pieces that are used to hold the lightsaber up on the display stand. And there's also a tiny piece of paper here. It just lets me know that the Darksaber blade is located underneath the first layer of foam. But we'll get to that later. Here it is, guys, our Galaxy's Edge Darksaber hilt. And let me just say, this thing looks amazing in hand. I don't even know what to say. It's just such a unique piece. I'm super happy to have it, and let's just jump right in and talk about the details of this. So you're probably noticing at the top emitter section here, it is very glossy. So it actually has these 4 boxes here. In the show, they light up when activated. So I would assume when you activate this lightsaber, these would light up as well. This is actually supposed to represent the energy passing through the hilt before it hits the blade. So moving down the hilt, we have some textured striping here. So I actually think this wasn't even a design that they did for like usefulness. I think this was an aesthetic choice as well, because honestly it looks really good with the fact that it has the nice glossy finish on the emitter section and the handguard. And then you have this nice, like, rough, like, grip texture here on the hilt. I think it looks really nice with the two textures like that. So I think they did a great job with that. So we have 2 buttons on this saber here too. So we have your activation button, which you're going to use to turn the saber on and off. And then you have a quick release button, which I'm going to show you how to use in a moment once we get the blade out. And at the bottom of the hilt, again, we do have this knob. This is just the universal knob that all the Legacy lightsabers have, so they're compatible with the Galaxy's Edge belt clip. Okay, so all you have to do to take the batteries out of the Darksaber, you just have to unscrew this little the little screw right here. That's where the belt clip loop is. I've already unscrewed it. So all you want to do is flip it over and get the screw out. And then this piece right here on the bottom comes off.
And then if you tilt it over, the battery pack comes right out. And then all you do is just take another screwdriver and then screw this part right here and change the batteries. And then it has the arrow for you, so you just put it right back the way it came. Back, put the cap back on, and then you just screw it back in. Although I do like this lightsaber, and it'll be a fine addition to my collection, I do want to talk about some things I don't like about the saber. The one thing I don't really like about the Hilt is that it's not screen accurate. So all the legacy lightsabers at Doc Ondar's pride themselves on being movie replicas, so they have to have obviously screen accurate. So in Star Wars Rebels and Star Wars The Clone Wars, the Darksaber looks nothing like this. It's actually a whole different color, a different texture, and even a different shape. The shape of the Darksaber is actually more like a box, so it actually has all flat surfaces and it has really sharp edges. And the finish is more of it's like a gunmetal gray steelish material, but it's very weathered, so it doesn't have any gloss on it at all. So unless they're trying to make this more like the Mandalorian saber, I just don't understand why they decided to go this route as far as the design. Maybe it could have been a production issue, or whatever the case is. I just would have preferred something more accurate, and I'm sure everybody's going to love this. I even love this, even though it's not perfect, in my opinion. So now that I have this blade out here, it's just honestly a standard plastic blade with some LEDs in it. It doesn't feel like very quality material. It does have a point to it, so if you weren't careful before, you better be careful with this one, because this one will poke somebody's eye out. So it's literally just a clear piece of plastic, like I was saying, and this honestly just looks like a sticker that they just put on top of the blade just to give it that dark, I guess, the Darksaber texture. I mean, it's what they had to work with. I mean, it's very hard to make something that's supposed to be black in real life light up, so you can't blame them too much for that. So you attach the lightsaber to the blade by literally just sticking it in, just like that, and it will lock into place, and you'll actually hear that activation sound. I'm gonna do it one more time so you can hear it again. And then you get the blade, you can't get the blade out after that anymore because it's locked into place. That way it doesn't fly out while you're swinging it around and whatnot. So hit the quick release button. It'll unlock the blade so that way you can pull it out. I'm not going to say much during this part. I'm just going to let the Darksaber speak for itself. Definitely not as responsive as I would have liked it. Alright, let's do the ignition again. So moving on to our display stand here, we have a unique type of display stand. This is meant to hold the lightsaber up vertically rather than the standard Galaxy's Edge display stands, which hold lightsabers horizontally. This is made out of plastic and acrylic, and it's super easy to set up. It's only 4 pieces, and I'm going to show you how. So all you have to do is just take this triangle piece here, make sure the flat side is out, and you're going to just take these little support arms that are coordinated right and left, and stick them on the studs that are close to the top of the triangle. Once you now have that complete, all you're going to do is slide this triangle piece into the base of the display stand. And there you go. Now here's the part where I tell you whether or not it's worthy of a true ruler of Mandalore, and is it worth fighting for in ritual combat. I'm very pleased that Disney decided to go ahead and make this. There's not many Darksabers out there. And now, with The Mandalorian Season 2 being out, and more people knowing about the Darksaber, and of course, more people wanting it, it has just grown in popularity. So I'm happy that they were able to give us something that the fans wanted. It's always a big deal when the people who make these toys listen to the fans and deliver a quality item. Although I do like the Darksaber, I was a little bit underwhelmed that the light effects and sound effects were so poor. And it's not a true representation of how the Darksaber appears in Star Wars media, mainly in Clone Wars and in Rebels.
I think some of the issues I have with it are things that can't be perfect without defying the laws of physics. But I know for a fact there are some things in their control that they definitely could have changed about this saber, mainly in regards to the style, color, and shape of the hilt. The price of this item retails at virtually $200 inside of Galaxy's Edge, which I think is a perfect price for this bundle. In comparison, the other Legacy lightsaber hilts, everything comes separate. So you're going to be spending roughly $220, $140 for the hilt, $50 for the blade, another $30 for the stand. So I think this is pretty on par with how the other sabers inside of Galaxy's Edge are priced. With that being said, these are Galaxy's Edge exclusive lightsabers. So this lightsaber and any other Legacy series lightsabers, you'll have to go into the park to get it. Or, if you don't want to go that route, you can buy it online on maybe eBay or Mercari or any one of those selling sites, but you're going to pay an upcharge. So I looked online, these things go from anywhere between $290 to $340, which I think is way too much for this bundle. So unless you're dying to get this, I definitely hold off. Maybe you wait until there's like a deal, or maybe you can go to Galaxy's Edge yourself, or you can have someone smuggle one out for you. So, to answer my own question, yes, for $200. There is another Darksaber coming out soon by Hasbro that I have pre-ordered that I cannot wait to get my hands on, just to compare to this one. Thank you guys so much for checking out this video, and big shout out to everybody who watched my first video. Your support means the world to me, and I am super grateful. I have a lot more content planned, so if you enjoyed videos like this, make sure to like and subscribe. And follow me on my Instagram at MilesBenSolo for exclusive content, or just to say hello there. Don't be shy, pop in the comments below and let me know if you're going to be purchasing the Legacy series Darksaber or the Hasbro series Darksaber. Thank you guys again, I'll see you on the next one.